It all started with a simple complaint. A guest, staying in what seemed like an ordinary business hotel, called the front desk around midnight. They were unnerved, claiming they could hear breathing. Not from the hallway, not from the room next door, but coming directly from the air vent right above their bed. The night staff, accustomed to strange calls, initially dismissed it. They figured it was just the old building settling, the hum of the ventilation system, or maybe the pipes groaning. But to be sure, they went to check the room, and as they stood there in the quiet, they heard it too. A slow, rhythmic sound, in and out, like someone was holding their breath, trying desperately not to be heard. That's when they decided to call maintenance. Something just wasn't right. The maintenance worker arrived, tools in hand, and began to unscrew the metal grill of the vent. As the last screw came loose and the cover was pulled away, he peered inside. Behind the grill, there was a small, perfectly drilled black hole, and from within that darkness, a tiny camera lens was staring right back at him. He grabbed his flashlight, his heart pounding, and aimed the beam into the dark opening. The light caught something else, something that made his blood run cold. A human eye, open, staring. It blinked once in the sudden brightness before vanishing back into the shadows. Police swarmed the hotel. It turned out the adjacent room was occupied by a long-term guest, a man who had been living there for months. He had methodically drilled through the wall, creating a series of tiny peepholes inside the ventilation shafts, giving him a direct view into the neighboring rooms. He had been watching. When the police searched his room, the scene was chilling. It looked more like a surveillance command center than a hotel room. They found sophisticated recording equipment, boxers filled with labeled SD cards, and stacks of photos detailing the private moments of nearly every guest who had ever stayed in the room beside him. The man was arrested, and the hotel tried to move on. But a strange legacy remains. Subsequent guests who have stayed in that room, even to this day, report the same unsettling phenomenon. They claim they can still hear breathing coming from the vents. Most say it's just their imagination, the hum of the air system playing tricks on them. But others swear it never really stopped.